Alrighty boys, we're back. So that music's a bit loud. So I'm currently, am I dark as fuck right now? Why is it so, I don't know if you can see me that well. Currently I'm on the way to the gym. I am about to hit a pool session with Balos. I'm just gonna fucking take you through that one. I was a bit slack last week, I completely forgot. So I got 2 pool sessions and obviously the pool was the one I wanted to film next. And, oh, hold up. Oh boys, you already know what's about to go down. Yeah, so pool session was meant to be on a Friday. And, well, it was on a Friday. And I just completely forgot to film it. So it is now Tuesday again on my first pool day. And I'm going to film this one instead. And take you guys through it on how to get a big old turtle shell on your back. So I'm going to keep blasting this hard style and get myself hyped because, yeah, I'm a bit tired, but we gonna get it anyway. Alrighty, we back. I'm about to go through the pool day. Today's pool day was a little bit, so this first exercise is not actually what we usually do on this push day. It's on the other push day, but I love this exercise. And the exercise we were doing first, we've been doing for like 16 weeks now, and I've basically come to the end of progression with it. Like, my form, if I want to go heavier, is just like getting hell whack. I'm either gonna have to get a lot heavier, or basically that's about it. I'm just gonna have to get heavier to be able to do any heavier on that machine, I believe. But anyway, let's get right into this. There we go, setting up like a big dog. So this first exercise here, it's becoming pretty popular recently actually. It is a variation of a cable pull down. It's basically a lat pull down, but it's lat bias instead of like upper back and bicep bias like a normal lat pull down is, like these ones. So the way I've set up here, you can sort of see the way that the cable is coming down like this is like in line with my like lat fibers. So when you pull, you're actually pulling in the direction that your lat is supposed to be pulling in to get the most like development in your lat and just stimulus in the lat. So the way I'm doing this here, as you'll see, it's less of like this, and it's like I'm pulling with my elbow towards my belly button. My cue in my head is elbow towards, like, in my pocket, basically, like pull my elbow into my pocket. And that exercise is just ridiculous for your lat. Try it out if you haven't. This next one here is called the Hammer Strength MTS lateral row, isolateral row. This is pin loaded, as you can see. Another great machine. I'd be lying if I told you I knew what MTS stands for, but this machine is elite. Like, every movement I do on everything I do on a back day is isolateral. But the way I'm doing it, I don't know if you can tell, it's very like lat biased, which is a hard thing to explain if you don't really know what you're doing in the gym. But everything I'm doing, I'm trying my absolute hardest to take my bicep, my rear delt and everything out of it, because back was definitely one of my weaker points. So I've really been working my ass off to try and fucking... It was a weaker point because of my mind-muscle connection was poor with it. So machines like this are great because all the mind-muscle connection is really good. But yeah, same cue with that one, just elbow to pocket. And then again, another isolateral movement. This one's plate loaded this time. If you're wondering why on this machine I'm not standing off... If I'm not sitting on the seat and I'm standing off the back, it's because the strength profile of this machine is like the plates move like this when you move the machine. So if you sit down, the hardest part of the movement is where you're the weakest. So the first part, the plates are going straight up, which is impossible to move. So if you stand back, the movement becomes like the plates moving more like this angle. And it just makes it a lot easier on your lat. As you can see there, I'm lat bias again. It looks like I'm doing like, oh no, the ROM looks pretty good, but it just, you know how it looks weird for me? That's because I'm biasing the lat. So definitely recommend this machine as well. My whole back day is sort of centered around biasing my lats, because I think for a long time I probably wasn't. I was using a lot of trap and upper back when I was doing movements like this, which is why I have really overdeveloped like rhomboids and traps and teres majors and minors. But my lats were always a bit of a weak point. So they're not anymore, thankfully, because of all this. But yeah, I missed out on exercise as well. We do reverse pec deck in between this, I fucking forgot. So right here, best fucking bicep machine in the gym. Preacher hammer strength curl. Hammer strength preacher curl, I should say. Again, just focusing on the squeeze, 2 sets to failure. Everything today like in a back day is 2 sets to failure. One's 6 to 10, the next one's 10 to 15. Again, biceps are pretty self-explanatory. They suck to train because the mind-muscle connection is so good with them, and they hurt like a bitch. Fuck me, I don't know what's going on. And then coming up next, we just have me flexing like a goon in the good lighting. So as you can see, I'm a little bit chubbed up, which isn't ideal, but my back isn't looking too bad. It's definitely come up. So width is there. I'm just trying to build like width was never an issue for me. It was always like the density of my back. I'm a bigger dude with like reasonably wide shoulders, so width was always going to be there, but it's just like filling in the gaps and making it look thick. And obviously from a side profile perspective, I look reasonably thick because of my chest, but I've just paused this video while I'm talking, and now I'm not sure how I'm going to edit that, but good luck to me. Anyway, so yeah, I've been trying to build my back thickness, and as you can see, like what I was saying, the thickness down the middle and on the lats is definitely coming through. It's starting to look a bit more 3D and a lot less two-dimensional. Yeah, like it's looking unnatty. It's not looking like a natty back anymore, which is nice. So that is basically my back day. Yeah, back day. I've got a few tips that I would give for back day, because it definitely was something chest and shit always came to me. So I would always like train chest. Obviously, it was just it was a given. Chest is fun to train. I had a big chest and I was strong, so that was always going to grow. But my back, I never really, like, I thought I had good mind muscle connection, but I don't think I did, obviously. And yeah, I'm just starting to take my back training a little bit more seriously than I used to, which is part of the reason why it's blown up so much. But that is basically my back day. So I'm actually going to take you guys through my post-workout meal that I usually have. So we'll hop to that in a minute. Hey boys! Alright, we got our post-workout meal right here. I will give you a tour. So, first off, Cocoa Pops checks. 200ml of milk, some banana, bagel with jam, and a little bit of PB. And there's also some, where are we at here? Oopsie daisies. There's also some pineapple that's with this meal. I've already smashed that though. I thought though, while I eat it, fuck boys, Cocoa Pops checks. If you don't have Cocoa Pops checks, you're missing the fuck out. Them shits is good. Yeah, I thought I'd go over basically what's going down right now. So I have just started my phase 1 of my off season, which basically means drugs have been implemented and I'm now chemically enhanced a little bit more than before. Still not a lot, but we are in a titrating phase, so that will just get more and more as we go. And I'm guessing, so I'm 30 weeks out right now, according to my plan. So I suppose if my coach is happy in 20 weeks with how much size I've gained, I will be competing 16 weeks after that, which is my guess of how it will go down. 16 weeks for prep, maybe 12 to 16, somewhere in that. So I've got about 20 weeks left to bulk, which is kind of scary because I feel like I'm nowhere near big enough yet, but I suppose you don't really know until you shred down. So I thought the same thing last time I cut down and I looked fucking pretty aesthetic, so we'll find out. But anyway, that's basically the plan, is get as jacked as possible in 20 weeks, and then 16 weeks after that I'll probably be stepping on stage with the big boys. No more natty comps. But other than that, everything is as normal. I just train, I eat, I sleep, and then I repeat. Bit of a short video today. I'm going to, because now I've done like basically every session for like this talkover sort of thing, I'm now going to just go back to what I used to do. This takes a little bit more effort. I'd rather just like sort of raw work at it and just film and be like, yo, what's Gucci, while I'm in the gym. Because it's a lot more like enjoyable to me to just like film myself in the gym rather than like talk over it, if you know what I mean. Like, it's good for educational purposes, and I'm sure it's probably helped a few people, but yeah, in terms of my enjoyment, I prefer just sort of picking up the camera and doing a bit of a raw workout. And then I also enjoy, like, when I'm shredded, obviously I like doing little edits and stuff, but for now I'll just go back to doing some raw stuff. And that's basically it. Thanks for watching. Go get a big back.